keep watching these videos on YouTube where people are saying they're snowed in and they're fighting a storm, and then I watch the video and there's no snow. So I kind of felt like, since I live in New Hampshire, I might want to show you guys that this is snow. Why did I move to New Hampshire from Massachusetts? I grew up kind of in a city. I lived in a lot of apartments, and I love people, but I don't really love having neighbors and people too close to me. When you come up to New Hampshire, large lots are very typical. Here I've got about 60 acres, but I've got neighbors that have well over 100 acres, and it's not really a big deal. We've got rocks that are the size of houses. Other things that are very different about New Hampshire is that we have no state income tax. Many states are between, I think, about 3 and 7%. Because the state doesn't get that, you definitely pay more on your property taxes. I would say I pay double what I used to, but if you're working, that can often still be much less than what you would have paid in state income tax. The other big one is we have no sales tax. All those purchases on Amazon that used to get tax-free, they're still tax-free here. So that can save you a lot of money if you're buying a lot of stuff. And I'm in a mode right now where I'm buying a lot of materials to fix the house, and that adds up pretty quick. So far, I have seen lots of deer, turkeys. I've actually seen a bear. You might remember that I put that tower up with Starlink. People asking if it works in the snow during the storm. Still getting about 200 meg down and around 28 up. So I'm very pleased with that. And I do still have my T-Mobile stuff as well. We really want to have a couple of links here just in case there's a problem. And the T-Mobile is just so cheap at 50 bucks a month. This is the runoff from the mountain. You won't find this on any map because it's not a legal stream. So my entire life, I've never hired a plow guy, and I never minded. I even used a tiny snowblower once to do a huge driveway. But when I moved here, half a mile, New Hampshire, really cold weather, knowing that we're gonna get snow all the time, I definitely needed to get a bigger machine. I got a used Kubota tractor that I bought from an older guy. He just was getting out of it, a little bit too old maybe to run it. He also had this snowblower. That thing has heat, air conditioning. This has a diesel engine, and unlike a gas engine, it needs to preheat the plugs because there are no spark plugs. So to do that, we hold the key in the middle position, about 5 seconds, and then we turn it. Really important part about diesels is you've got to let them warm up for a while, and they don't mind idling. They're not like your car engine that you shouldn't leave idling too long. Guys, let's start snow blowing and we'll see if we can clear this place up a little. This is your parking brake. It's locked. Now it's off. That's actually forward and reverse. This is your throttle. That might seem a little kooky, but on a tractor that actually works really well. Our hydraulic control is here. And we need to engage our snowblower, and that's done with this thing called the power takeoff lever. Our snowblower is working. Spinning right now. Go forward. You just push forward. Now we can start snow blowing. This is starting to build up. Look at that. Back up. The reason this happens is it's really wet, so by forcing it in, you're getting it past sort of like a bridge, and it gets it into the machine. On this tractor called float mode, because if you think about it, a tractor's bucket or the snowblower goes up and down, but the terrain isn't even. So the tractor would normally hold that position and it would dig into dirt and it would be a disaster. Float mode enables the bucket to truly float. When I want to put it down, I go like this and it lowers down. But when I give it this extra push, you'll see it kind of clicks. So now as I'm moving, it literally floats, and that's where it gets the name. But float mode is critical to snow blowing. You can see what happens. I don't think I've broken a shear pin. No, that's good. So shear pins are these little bolts. You can see one right there, and there's one on the other side. Shear pins are there for safety. If you hit a rock, instead of the machine just blowing up, you actually break the shear pin bolt and they spin freely. But they can also obviously stop the machine from working, and you wouldn't realize that. So it can be deceptive. You see all this snow. This is just because this is super wet right now. So it's coming along. We're getting there. So I'm really pleased. I mean, I think the driveway comes out pretty good. And remember, this is dirt and gravel. This is easily the best piece of gear I've bought. Not only because of the snow removal, but come the summer, I can till and I can start the garden part of it and planting, and I think it's gonna work just as well. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this. This is a different kind of video for me. I just thought I'd share a little bit of what it's like day to day here during the winter. A little bit of a challenge, but with some equipment, it makes it certainly easier, even just for one person. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe for more videos coming up.